This is Alex Estevez, and you're tuned in with The Biz with D.
All right, everybody. Thank you for all tuning into The Biz with D right now. And we have Alex from Black Ink. How you doing, Alex?
Hello. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for coming on the show this evening. We do appreciate it so much.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited, of course, to fly above the haters, as they say.
Exactly. You got the motto down. Okay. Rock with your fierce wings. I'm not mad at you, Alex. So, in case the listeners haven't seen the show Black Ink, can you kind of tell them, or they don't know who you are, can you kind of tell them a little bit about you?
Well, my name is Alex Estevez. I was born and raised on the Lower East Side, and I have, a relationship with other characters, and we all meet and get together at this tattoo shop in Harlem called Black Ink. So this show basically just follows our lives and how we're all connected to each other.
It's
kind of crazy.
I'm surprised that VH1 even did a show on tattooing. I was kind of shocked.
Well, I mean, if you see the show, it's really more on our personal lives, but mixed in with a little bit of the tattooing culture. You get a glimpse of it. So if you've never seen it or want to get a taste of it, of how it is in New York City per se, Black Ink is definitely the taste.
Exactly. So when you got approached to do the show, what was your thoughts on it?
Well, here I'm gonna give you the exclusive, and here's what it really is. This is something that we used to just joke about, literally, and I say this because we would get so many different characters and so many different types of personalities walking in this tattoo shop that we just couldn't make it up. I remember we were just hanging out one day, me and the guys, and this guy walks in with 4 different haircuts on his head. And it was just yo, we can't make this shit up, it was just one of those things that eventually it happened. And then once it happened, now we're all here, facing everything that comes with it, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. Wow, I was not expecting that. I'm so wow how that all just kind of came about.
Right, it's something we don't make up at all. That's why it's funny when people are just they try to figure out what's real, what's fake, and it's no, it's real. We can't make it up, and it's so crazy that we thought we almost wasn't gonna be able to move on with the show just because so much crazy shit was happening. Even with the things that happened recently, we can't make that up. People getting arrested left and right. These are certain situations that are happening not only in New York, but everywhere else that I know the fans that tune in can relate in some certain ways because we're all still young. We're all still growing and thriving.
Most definitely. And I'll tell you, before we got started, you wanted to find out my takes on what I got from all that's going on right now. I mean, you not going to Vegas because of the whole incident, them saying you were trying to sleep with Season and everything that is, I don't blame you, but it's ridiculous. But you know what, with the power of editing, and I say you have to, what's the word I'm looking for? You make things seem like more than what they were, especially with these reality shows. They try to add more, controversial stuff in there when it really didn't go down like that.
Right, and
it was just a simple conversation.
Exactly. Editing is a big plays a big part of it. But at the end of the day, what plays even a bigger part of editing is keeping it real with yourself and keeping it honest and keeping it open. Because at the end of the day, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? A bunch of people are going to hate on you. Oh, wait, that happens already. So as long as you remain true to yourself and you know who you are, you're straight. My friends know who I am. My family know who I am. I know who I am as a person and how I handle situations, whether I'm on camera or whether I'm off camera. Now, what somebody edited and makes it out to seem, that I don't have no control over that. But I also understand what they're doing as far as trying to explain to you guys a story, our story. which is
right.
a lot of everything that happened. You know, yes, you're right. I do have my own reasons, and my own reasons worked out for me for not going out to Vegas. And by me doing that, I was able to see how malicious and how important people make others seem when really, like, I don't play a factor in your life. If I'm not paying your bills or feeding you, why is my name even coming out your mouth? So it just lets me know, like, yo, there's people out there in this world, and you just got to remain focused and stick to your gut and stick to what you got to do. Because at the end of the day, it's going to only affect and hurt you the most.
My last question regarding the show is, do you feel like you are being portrayed in it a little bit?
Absolutely, and it's okay. I mean, I'm the Spanish girl that on the show that's actually accomplished stuff, that's actually done stuff. That's always going to be used against me, regardless whether there's a show there or not. You know, so that's always going to happen. So I already was extremely prepared for that. I just assumed in the beginning, I'm not going to lie, that, you know, people have minds of their own. But as you tune into the show, you'll be able to separate who from who.
Let's talk about modeling. How did you get started with modeling? Because, I mean, you do modeling like so flawless. I've got to tell you.
Thank you so much. That is so sweet.
Not a problem. So how did you get started with modeling?
Well, I started modeling, just taking pictures and reaching out, emailing like different magazines, different photographers, and never hearing from a lot of them saying no, a lot of them, you know, I just didn't have the look, you know, and then I just continued to take pictures until eventually Inked magazine heard about my tattoos. And I didn't even have a lot of tattoos. To this day, I still don't have a lot of tattoos. I just have big ones. I just have dope ones. And they heard about it, and, you know, I went in, and there was 12 other girls on set. You know, we were all taking pictures for this New York Inked Girl edition. And when the issue came out, they ended up giving me the 3-page spread. And that's how I got my first publication, and that's how I started moving and shaking. That's all it took. And when I met them and when they surprised me with it, I asked them, I was like, you know, all these other girls, they have a bunch of other tattoos that were way better than mine. And he was like, all it took was your personality. The way you treated everyone with respect, and in return, everyone, you know, was so happy to have you around. Like, it was amazing. That's what did it. So thank you for them. You know, they're the ones that really helped me out and allowed me to pursue it and say to myself, yes, I can do this. I can do this. I might not get as far, but it's okay. I already proved to myself that I can do it, and that's the only person I needed to prove it to, was me.
But I mean, that's great, Alex, that he gave you the opportunity. He just, you know, approached you, and you went from there. So what year was that, would you say, that you got placed for that publication?
I think that had to be probably in 2009. Around there. I mean, everything is online. Everything is viral. I've always used, like, my MySpace, my anything social network media-wise. That's what really helped me, too. You know, I always kept it about my pictures. I always kept it about, you know, the music I was listening to. I was always using my Tumblr as an example, just, you know, and people were just feeling that. People were feeling the music that I was putting up, or maybe necessarily they weren't, or maybe they liked the clothes that I was wearing or the things that I was into, and I just kind of made it all work for me, which is an age where we're all at, I feel. Everyone is doing online radio. Everyone is doing, you know, something social, something viral, and I feel like the smart ones and the go-getter ones and the ones that are driven and the ones that are ambitious and the ones that don't give up make it in a way where they can make it profitable for themselves.
That's very true. And you do see a lot of people that have an online show, or they want to do music, or they want to do modeling, but it's like they don't have the go-getter mentality. They don't have the persistence. It's all talk, especially with social media. You'll just see it on somebody's bio. Oh, I'm a recording artist. I'm an inspired model. It's like, wow, you just said it right there, an inspired model. Bye.
Definitely, I mean, people at the end of the day, I don't crush nobody's dreams. If that's what you want to do it, do it. But also have enough respect to respect the craft. You know what I'm saying? People that do this for a living have to work extremely hard, but they do it because they love it, because they love interviewing people, or, they love hearing what's out, what's new, what's happening. Like, people have it, and you have to respect others' craft. Don't call yourself a professional unless you're getting paid for it professionally. Little things here and there, but at the end of the day, we all start from the bottom. We all got to start somewhere, but have enough respect for the craft. Again, intern somewhere, work your way up. I know there's been places, and there's companies to this day that if I really, really wanted to explore something, I will start from the bottom up. I don't have a problem doing that. Learning is such an amazing thing. Knowledge. Soak up the knowledge. Knowledge is beautiful. Anybody that doesn't want to pick up on knowledge, I would stay away from them. That means you're closed-minded. You don't want to learn. You don't want to experience. There's a big world out there. People that should be their goal. Let me explore the world. See what's out there.
Exactly. So were you ever formally trained with modeling, or from that first publication gig you just kind of took off?
No, actually, with that, when I got the spread for Inc. magazine, that's when I went through my trials and tribulations. I had to learn about, go-sees. I had to learn about dealing with certain clients. I had to deal about poses and knowing what that client wants. Because when you're talking about people that are spending money on you to make sure you're on set on time because they have a certain product that needs to be shot, or there needs to be a certain look that they want, or a certain vision that they want to create, that's going to get you your next opportunity to get paid, especially if you're not out here with no, manager or agent or anything like that. I didn't start off like that, but I was also lucky because when I was doing my hustle, which I still am, don't get me wrong, but when I was doing it, there was a respect for privacy. You know what I'm saying? You could go about doing things and people weren't going to destroy you social media wise. Now, it's not like that anymore. It's not, you can't do anything with somebody trying to profit off you and putting your business out. And that's a sad, sad thing. Very, very sad. To the point where it makes it ugly. To the point when you hear people that want to do it so bad, it's like, why do you want to do it so bad? You don't even know what kind of wolf you're dealing with.
Or nor do you want to even educate yourself, most importantly.
Right. But I'm lucky.
Nowadays, it's a big problem.
It's crazy, but all I can do is speak on my behalf. I'm not really too worried about anybody else.
So you've also been in some music videos. Can you tell us what music videos that you've been in?
Yeah, I've been in the first one that I did that was really dope. I got to work with Raphael Sadiq and for Staying in Love, and that was such a dope opportunity. Knowing, being a fan of his music and his work from the previous groups till now, and to be able to work with him, that was really dope. And I also been in the Duck Sauce video with A-Track, one of my favorite DJs. I used to watch this kid, on the turntables, 15 years old, killing it. So, to be able to be in a video that's so New York, it's so dope, that's awesome. I also been in, the homie Donis' video. You meet relationships with people and you grow from them, and sometimes they offer you dope projects, or maybe you just want to help friends out here and there, and so all those projects are really dope. And they're dope visuals too, so you can check them out. And they're online. Everything is online. I always post stuff up. Other people always post stuff up. It's really dope.
Definitely. And you mentioned something earlier about how everything is viral, and social media has kind of taken over people's life as far as, getting connected. How much of a big part of, let me ask that again. How much of an impact has social media had with your career so far, would you say?
I feel like social media has played a major part in my career because it has allowed me to reach certain areas that I wouldn't be able to reach if I didn't have it. But at the same time, social media has opened issues and other things that now it's time for us to, all as together as the world, as the internet, to step back and see what good we can continue to do with it and not destroy it and not worry about who's doing what at a time. You know what I'm saying? If you're not having a cure for cancer or AIDS, why is it that much important? We have to continue to remind people to do stuff like that.
That's true. And I think it's a shame that we as people have to remind others to do certain things that they should already be like genuinely doing. I think it sucks.
Right. It's crazy, but it's cool. It's the world. It's the world. At least we can have dope conversations like this, and the fact that we're talking about it is what counts.
Mm-hmm.
Because it shows other people like, okay, look, they can talk about other subjects and other things, the diversity. That's good. We're exercising our brain right now.
Mm-hmm. And that's what some people don't know how to. They're like, oh, let's do this and do that. The stuff that's like non-meaningful or not symbolic to like learning and growth. I can go on a rant.
No, but the good thing is that you also have an outlet for people to tune in and to get the opportunity to get the other side of the story. And that's what we're here for today, too, which is really good. Because people think like, oh, yeah, the modeling and all that. But you know what? The modeling allowed me to get the show, to get a nice platform to, and just my personality and who I am. Alex got me to, be a part of this opportunity. But people don't know I still do my stuff on the side with different brands. I got to work with Staples the other year. This year I got to work with Estevez at the Vegas Magic Convention, and that's what I was there for. But that's what I've always done, and then to do it again this year was, amazing. And hopefully people can tune in more, catch more stuff on season 2. I do have a bunch of projects that are going to drop out. One of them, importantly, is the restaurant STK. I shot their ad campaign. This year they decided to use girls with tattoos. So to be able to book that, like, I'm so excited. Like, with my fans, like, people that have been following me, like, they can come and, see it just with me, too, and be just as surprised. And, it's going to be a really dope moment, so I'm really excited about that. And, merging different corporate brands together and doing what I continue to always done. But now, I'm getting to share it with the world and share it with you guys and have you guys be a part of it and have dope events and make awareness and put it out there. So this is the dope thing about all of us coming together.
Most definitely. So you mentioned the fact of doing some work with Staples. What kind of work did you do with them?
With Staple Design, I actually shot a few of their lookbooks, which was really, really dope. They offered me, such an amazing opportunity. I really couldn't turn it down. The first one that I got to shoot with them was in an all-classic car garage, and I got to, hang out in a DeLorean for a day. DeLorean happens to be one of my favorite cars. If I had, that money, which one day, I would definitely get a little car and a DeLorean is it. Like, I'm such in love with it. But I got to actually model their clothes and shoot their lookbook, next to a DeLorean. Like, that's amazing. And I was getting a check for it. That's even better. Like,
Right.
I was able to feed myself and provide for my family and just take care of myself and continue to open. When you do little projects like that or anything it is that you do, people have to understand that anything you do is all about your relationships with them. It's all about, that's all it's all about, hands down. You can do anything in life you want. You just got to work hard for it. I'm here, but I'm still working 20 times as hard to do it here. With Rocksmith, too. Rocksmith, I got to shoot the 2 Dope Boys collabo, which you'll get to see on VH1 as well if you tune in, And with them, 2 Dope Boys was a dope website that I will always log on to and always see what's good with the music. And Rocksmith is just a part of me as well. It's in my neighborhood. I always like the stuff they did. They also work with Wu-Tang brand Unlimited in there, so throwing that in the mix, like, it just is a part of me. So to have all those brands come together and now to be able to merge them with them and myself, it's such a beautiful dream. I'm living my life. It's beautiful. Dreams do come true. They really do.
Yes. Yes. That they do, because I've done so many things with my career, just as you had, and I can truly say that dreams do come true. And you never expect for one of them to just happen on a particular day. You might get that call and be like, well, so-and-so wants to do blah, blah, blah. Do you want to do this shoot, or do you want to meet up with so-and-so? Like, hell yeah, I want to.
Hell yeah. That's right. You got to fly above the haters.
Exactly. Saying my Fierce Wings motto. Oh, my goodness. Smiling over here. So I also read online that you are a promoter, correct?
Yes.
You like party promoting?
Well, it's not, I'm just the one that kind of makes sure the party's going all right. I like to watch the floor. I just like to, my friends who are in town, people that are not in town, people always come, yo, Alex, where you hanging out in NYC? Come chill, come hang out. So next time you come up to NYC, just come and hang out with me. I'm pretty sure we'll have dope parties. We're always rotating DJs. We're always giving people a new turn. It's a really, really good environment. It's eclectic. It's so many different people come to New York already. So, me and my partner, Dice, like, we just, he has such a bigger-than-life personality. I'm just very cool, calm, and collective, but that gravitates to everybody. So it's but it's cool. Like, we just come and be part of the real New York City crowd.
Oh, wow. I definitely got to come to New York. Well, actually, I'll be in New York, like, in a couple of weeks, so I definitely want to, like, hang out or go to, a party that you promote.
Here's the three things you have to accomplish when you get to New York. You have to go see something really, really cool. And by seeing that, you'll probably cop something dope, shop a little something here and there. You definitely have to eat somewhere amazing because New York City has so many places to eat, but you gotta get like the real experience of something really, really dope. And then last but not least, you have to come to one of my parties so you could just chill and be like, yo, I partied, I hung out, I've met a bunch of people, and now I can go home.
Definitely have to because, I love New York. I'm only in Delaware, so I try to come to New York as much as possible. So,
see, I want to go down there. Like, I wanted to ask, where can I go get some really good food? So, meet some, like, really good people and go, like, vintage shopping and just chill.
I'll tell you where, like, you can go, like, good, like, vintage shopping. It's, like, in Philly. Like, Philly has, like, different kind of vintage kind of shops, and then there's, like, South Street. There's, like, different, it's, like, just this one street where there's a whole bunch of different shops. Like, it is crazy.
What about eating-wise? What can I eat?
Eating-wise, what kind of food do you like to eat?
I need, like, a seafood, and I need, like, a good, like, meat selection, too.
Oh. You have to have me saying something expensive. Ruth's Chris is not bad. I'm sure you probably might have been there before.
We got that in New York.
I know. That's why I said you've probably been there before.
I need like a moms and pops. That's
what Bottom of the sea for seafood.
Right. Hit me with it.
Bottom of the sea.
Bottom of the sea.
Like, to die for. Like, there's shrimp. Like seafood in Delaware is okay. It'll hold me over until I go to like a Philly or a New York or a Pittsburgh or something, or a Virginia, but no Candlestick. They be tearing it down in Philly.
Now, where do the locals go out to? Where do you go clubbing at? Where do you go to a lounge? Do you go to a local bar? Do you go to better
to like clubs, the different clubs. Trying to think of one. The Roxy.
The Roxy. That sounds awesome. I want to go and do a show at the Roxy. That would be so dope.
I think you know what? Just with your personality, I think that'd be probably like a great place for you to like do something at.
Do something fun and exciting, something new, give people an experience, bring in a dubstep DJ, bring in a New Orleans bounce artist, come fuck everybody's heads up. But just
you're like, wait a minute, what the fuck happened here?
Exposing people to music and being like, yo, that was crazy, but that was a hell of a night. And then I'll probably leaving early in the morning, already driving on the road, trying to hit the next state because we got to work out here, man.
I know that's right, because you got to hustle every day.
Yes.
So what other projects do you have in the works that you can speak on, Alex?
Well, the one that I mentioned earlier that I'm really, really excited about is this STK ad. I mean, this is such an accomplishment for me. Like, this is not just a magazine cover anymore. You know, this is an advertisement, a campaign that I got, and that I had to go through more than one audition just to see if I was getting it. And I was competing with girls that had agents that, were, I'm just getting off the runway in Japan. Like, you know, it was just crazy stuff, and it was just, but I still got it. I still maintained who I was. I was honest. This is Alex. This is who I am. Here are some pictures that I've shot before, and luckily, you know, they really dig me, and I got the job. I booked the gig, and it's amazing. I'm so excited for it. And like I said, I'm going to be excited, and I have the jitters, and it's going to be a first time me seeing it just with everyone else as well.
Oh, wow. And when does it, when can we expect to see the ad?
That should be dropping soon. And you guys will know once it's everywhere. And then maybe you can have me back, and we can talk more about it.
Yeah,
and
certainly.
See the chaos.
I mean, you're welcome anytime. You know what we really need to do? We need to do something like in person, like the Biz with D hanging out with Alex Day.
Oh, for sure. And then we could go eat. We can go have some cocktails. We can go shopping. I'm so for it. I'm so with it.
Definitely, because I'm like a shopaholic.
Just like me. Quick, what do you want to get next?
Like next door, shoes, accessories.
It could be anything. If there's one item that you would like to get, that you would like to purchase next, what would it be?
Me personally?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I think I've turned into a sucker for jackets. A jacket sucker.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. They have so many good jackets coming up. As a matter of fact, if you pick up the recent issue of Complex, they actually have an editorial on the best 100 jackets to pick from under $150. So as a jacket man and as someone who might be watching their wallet, you should definitely look that up.
I definitely will. I need to go to the store anyway, so I'm going to go pick that up. Well, Alex, thank you so much for coming on the show. I appreciate you just coming on to just talk, not even talk about the show. Like I told you, like I wasn't going to talk about that show. We're not going to talk about that show. I was dead serious about that.
Thank you. See, we connect. The aura's here. We're here. Now we just gotta make this Delaware trip happen.
What sign are you, out of curiosity?
I'm an Aquarius. My birthday is Valentine's Day.
One of my best friends are Aquarius. I'm a Taurus, so the connections it means.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. I'm sending lots of hugs and warm kisses your way. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Thank you, and I'm sending it back. But where can all the
universe
listeners?
Is hugging you, baby. The universe is definitely hugging you.
Thank you. So where can all the listeners keep up with you as far as social media is concerned?
As far as social media is concerned, the viewers can tune in to alexandraestevez.com, and it'll take you straight to my Twitter and my Instagram. You can follow me on Twitter on _AlexEstevez, which is the same as Instagram, or you can just always log on to alexandraestevez.com.
Absolutely. And, Alex, thank you so much. I'm following you on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, and all that stuff. I just sent you a tweet. So
there's one Alexandra Estevez.
There only is. So if I find any fake ones, I'm going to be like, at Twitter, get with it.
Yes, please. I wasn't born yesterday or later on that evening, so get it together.
Most definitely. And follow me back so we can definitely keep in touch and just connect. Because I definitely am.
Babe. Thank you for having me on the Biz with D. And don't forget to fly above your haters, Delaware.
Definitely. You just heard Alex say it. So, Delaware, have your fierce wings and stop playing games. Thank you so much, Alex. I'll talk to you soon. Anytime.